What's good, y'all? Y'all know who it is, man. Your favorite trucker. I'm back, man, reporting live from the gridiron on this Therapeutic Thirsty Thursday, man. Hopefully, you guys having a fantastic start to your day, because I know I am. Let me first start off by saying, God is God all the time. That's number one. Number two, man, you know, it's been a minute since we last saw each other, so you know I gotta drop some gems on you for the one time, man. And today, man, definitely gonna get a little vulnerable. Definitely going to get a little deep today, which I should, which is necessary, which is needed because of, you know, we're all dealing with something right about now. And today, man, if you really see yourself second guessing your self-worth, you'll start second guessing everything else, man. If you really see yourself second guessing your self-worth, you'll start second guessing everything else, man. It really touches home for me because, you know, for a period of my life, you know, I was second guessing everything, you know, especially towards the last few years of my coaching career in college, or my collegiate coaching career. I really started second guessing everything, man, because my brother, my best friend, he reminded me, I don't know, it's been a few months back now, he was saying that back in junior college, back in my JUCO days, he brought up a situation where we were talking about situations and scenarios, and I kind of told him, like, man, I really hadn't been through nothing like that before, really been through nothing challenging like that, and didn't really realize that pretty much opened up Pandora's box. And not too long after that, life started life in me. You know what I'm saying? Different situations and scenarios started happening, and I really didn't understand why. And really didn't understand why. And I started questioning myself. I started questioning God. I started questioning, you know, who do I trust? You know, who's for me? Who's got my best interest? You know, who's who? Pretty much. I started second guessing and questioning everything. And you know, and it kind of carried over for a good period, you know what I'm saying, for a good period of my life, you know, during my college days, and kind of after that a little bit, you know what I'm saying, but especially during my last two to 3 years of my college coaching career, and I dealt with something that I really didn't understand how people were dealing with it. You know, how are they really doing that to themselves? Like, what's really behind all that? You know, and it was body dysmorphia or body shaming, and I really went through that for a period of my life, and it was alarming. It was high stakes of vulnerability. It was lessons that I had to go through, because there was blessings to be more relatable to people down the line, because the body shaming is real, man, and you know, on the internet don't help any. You know, for as there's been a big boom of the what you're supposed to look like, how you're supposed to look in certain at a certain age, how you're supposed to feel, how you're supposed to look, in certain careers, certain ethnicities, certain backgrounds, etc., etc. And some of that didn't really, like I said, social media really didn't help that. And I kind of lost myself, and I was second guessing everything, man. You know, I look a certain way. I don't look a certain way. Because I need to look like this because everyone else looking like this. I need to sound a certain way. You know, I need to try to fit in more, and really kind of lost my essence of me. You know, really the essence of me. You know, I lost that, and man, it was a tough time period, but it was definitely a blessing to really see the lesson. And like I said, become more relatable to people when it comes to something like that, because you start seeing certain signs of, man, he or she's dealing with that because I went through. That's how it started for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it started for me. And you try to lend a hand, maybe lend a ear, you know what I'm saying? Because, everybody's not going to be receptive to it. Everybody's going to be everybody's in their own little bubble, you know what I'm saying? And they may take it a certain way because they're not in that situation where they're in the accepting the acceptance stage, you know what I'm saying? And they still gotta hurry and catch up to whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that is. And like I said, it was really a tough period, man, to really kind of go through that. But when you make it on the other side, man, when you're blessed to make it to the other side, man, you really look back and it's just like, thank God, man, more and more. You know what I'm saying? I thank God more and more because that body shaming, that body dysmorphia is real. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not benefiting nobody but the devil, because he's seeing that you lack the self-love, you lack the self-awareness, you lack the knowing of who you are. You know what I'm saying? You lack these things, and he's benefiting from it. And it's like God has prepared us and propelled us to succeed and win in life. You know what I'm saying? We all have different definitions of winning and success in our minds, but when you're going through something like that, challenging as something like that may be, you're not benefiting nobody but the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the person, how their transition of their mindset, their discipline, their consistency, and just how bad they really want it. You know what I'm saying? To really transition from that and really seeing that for themselves, because no matter how bad you want somebody to see something, they'll never see it unless they see it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that woe is me. Nobody cares until it happens to them. And it's like, man, I've been trying to tell you that, but you got to get burnt to realize it. And it's unfortunate that sometimes we got to get burnt to see certain things and not pay attention to those signs, because certain signs, they continue to add up. They continue to become repetitive. It's like, man, why am I seeing this randomly? And it's like, ain't nothing random with God. It's already been written. It's already been said. Ain't nothing random when it comes to him. It's like, when it's for you, it's for you. When it's not for you, when it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm truly indebted to the young men that I coach, because they were looking at me to really mold them, but they really were molding me. They helped me see parts of me that I didn't know, that I didn't understand, because they were being themselves. I'm coaching them to be themselves, but I'm second guessing everything else behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving them life, but they really gave me more life. And I'm truly indebted to them, man, because they gave me something that you can't take away, man. Knowing your self-worth, knowing your self-value, knowing that, you are loved, knowing that there's a greater purpose for you. You know what I'm saying? There's more out there than just what you kind of see with the eye. You know what I'm saying? And it really helped me get out of my bubble, get out of my own way, and really be able to talk to people, because it's like the more and more, I'm on the road, being a motivational support coach and doing my trucking thing, that coaching aspect and going through those circumstances that I've gone through helped me be able to catch certain things when I see it. Sometimes it's damned if you do and damned if you don't, because like I said, everybody's not going to be receptive to certain things. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of can, befriend them and kind of give them, some words of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? A word of the wise, per se. You know what I'm saying? And I'm truly indebted to them, man, because it really helped me start this lifestyle of Bloodstream. When I talk about the core of who you are, it's another day, another testimony. It's those daily reminders, it's that daily empowerment we all need to really get through those challenging day-to-day activities, risk, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It's 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 really more than what the mouth can say. It's really the actions. It's really more than what my mind can really comprehend, because it's all about the action at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I understand a lot more about people because I'm able to see more than just myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to be honest with myself, because at the end of the day, who you gonna listen to? You know what I'm saying? You got the devil on one shoulder and you got the God on the other shoulder. Who you gonna listen to? You know what I'm saying? Who you gonna listen to? Because it depends on the person, no doubt. I said that earlier. It depends on the person, but who you gonna listen to, man? You know what I'm saying? Who you gonna listen to, man? Like I said, I definitely understand that body dysmorphia, the body shaming. It's not as bad as it once was, but I still have my moments. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to kind of shake out of that, and look at myself like, bro, like it says in the good book, walk by faith and not by sight. Your eyes are gonna lie to you. Your eyes are gonna lie to you every time. I thought I saw something. I thought this and I thought that, and it's like your coach told me in high school. He said, son, thought was your first mistake. And I'm like, that's true. It's because I thought I saw something. Because when you know that you're about to, persuade yourself, you start lying. You start lying to persuade yourself, and it's just like you trying to persuade yourself, and it's like, I'm not in the persuasive business. It's either be the facts, or it's going to be the facts. There's no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no sugarcoating it per se, because it's, you want to give people that, but also you want to get that from people, and not, like the sugarcoating. Like, nah, let's be real. If I get to the point, let me know. And it's like, and it's up to the person to be receptive to it. But you got to be honest with you, and they got to be honest with you, whoever they are, and whatever the situation may be that may transpire. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, it ain't as bad as it used to be. But I know how to look at life differently now, and realize, like, I'm starting to slip into that. Get out of that, because I know the work that I'm putting in. I'm not going to start second guessing my work. You know what I'm saying? That I'm putting in. I'm not going to start second guessing God and the blessings and the path that He's got me. I'm not going to start second guessing that, because it ain't benefiting nobody but the devil. Like I said earlier, it ain't benefiting nobody but him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just thankful. I'm blessed, man, and just trying to do my part, man. You know what I'm saying? We get caught, like I said earlier, we're talking about the social media thing. I don't post a lot because I don't want to get caught into the views and the likes, because it's easy to get caught up in that, and it's just like, and you start second guessing. Was my message really something? Was I trying to force something? Do I need to do this better, that better? And it's just like, it's not about that, man. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it's going to reach the people that it needs to reach. I'm not paying for the followers. I'm not paying for all that. I don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm doing my part, because I'm not going to sit here and second guess my message, my work. There's something that the message that God told me to share with you guys. I'm not going to start second guessing that. That's my line of communication. That's my lifeline. That's my bloodstream. You know what I'm talking about? So I know I need to do more, but I know what door it could open. You know what I'm saying? For as, like I said, the views and the likes and all that, and it's just like, it's not about that. So I kind of do more of the day-to-day interaction. Those just meeting and greeting people, and really fulfilling that itch, that void that I may not be getting on the online side of things, and that's okay, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? As long as it reaches the people that it does reach, I'm cool, and I'm appreciative of the people that do like it, do watch it, do comment. I'm thankful for that, because that means that I'm doing my part. You know what I'm saying? And one day, you never know, it may take off 3 years from now, 2 months from now, 3 minutes from now. You never know, but you got to continue to do your part, man, and continue to keep that momentum. So, like I said, man, today's message, man, if you start second guessing your self-worth, you start second guessing everything else, man. And it's like, you gotta be able to get on top of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to transition your mindset. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be able to have that discipline, that consistency, and that faith at the end of the day that it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. You know, I don't need to know everything right now. God, just prepare me for what's to come. I might not need to know, because if I do know what's coming, I'll start Cadillacing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same instance that I kind of went through that in sports, in college, and in high school, where, you know, we would break up in certain groups and we go work out at different times. And it was like, that first group went and tell the second group, man, we're doing this. And, certain guys started asking, it's like, man, I don't want to know. Because the coach is already going to be in some type of mood anyway. So why come in there and give him more ammo to really start MFing us? You know what I'm saying? Really punishing us. And it's like, no, I don't need to know. I'm going to give you my all. If that ain't enough, it ain't enough. I'll do better. I'll find a way to do better. But I'm not going to start second guessing and wondering all these crazy things, these crazy thoughts that the devil put in your head, and really get outside of myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can keep rambling, keep talking about it, but I definitely want to share that message with y'all, man. Hopefully you can take something away from it, man. Like I said, that body shaming is real. That body dysmorphia is real. I understand it more and more. You see signs of people that's suffering from it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, man. You can tell. It's easy to tell. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather befriend them. I'd rather know you than be a stranger. Because you never know what a person's going through behind closed doors, man. You never know what people are going through behind closed doors. And also, man, before I get off this thing, man, I definitely want to send some prayers to the families that have been affected by these floods down in South Texas, man. God, please give them the strength, and the individuals that are helping out, for as the all the assistance that is helping to try to locate and these individuals that have been lost in this flood. It's all, don't worry about the material things, man. It's the lives that have been affected, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, that have been affected by the floods, man. Because you can always get the material things back. It's the lives that were affected and that were lost, you know what I'm saying? And just continue to keep them in your spirits, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people are like, oh man, that's crazy that they move on with their life because it's not happening to them. Man, what was happening to you? You want people to bring some awareness to it. If that was your child or your guardian or what your loved one, period. You know what I'm saying? Just keep them in your mind as you go forward throughout the day to day, man. Because it's scary out here, man. Life can happen like that in an instant, especially on the road, bro. How people are driving from, every day, because they're on their phones, they're thinking about other things, and it's scary, but just keep the faith, man. Just keep the faith, man. Like I always say, man, that belief in yourself plus the mindset you can do it is a contagious behavior for success. Start small, stay consistent, and trust your gut instincts. And just remember, I'm just an imaginary little brother giving you advice. Outlast the average and take everything to the bloodstream. Until the next episode.